Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin!
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Rula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever with Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning,
Houston, Texas. And guess what?
Hey.
We are not double back repeating today on this Thursday,
yet. Sure.
February the 20th of 2025 at
Oh, yeah.
6:02 a.m. It's the gang, Rula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And no, we're not, because I didn't hear it in the hallways. I didn't hear it in the car.
I'll tell ya.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it yesterday, we couldn't go on until about, 7:40 in the morning. And even then, we were still repeating and double backing. I did a live Instagram during that time, and then I did one in the afternoon. In the afternoon, somebody said, "Oh, it's not repeating." And I was like, I know, it's not repeating. But we had some weird glitch. Did we ever figure out what it was officially called?
No.
Just a technical
No,
down?
but I'll tell you, the listeners,
That's the worst.
the listeners were leaving the funniest messages while this was happening
Well, because
yesterday.
Sam was playing these ridiculous songs that she had to play because we couldn't play any songs with words because everything was going to be repeating, doubling back. So she was playing basically the equivalent to elevator music.
Music
but funny
beds.
stuff. They're called music beds.
somebody thought Special K was doing some new mix. Listen to this.
Hi, I got on in my car, 6:19 this morning. Had some weird music on, sounded like it was scratching and all that, and I was like, "What the hell has Special K put this weird ass music on there?" And then I noticed y'all had problems, so my bad.
Kevin, your Friday free-for-all really went to crap.
Yeah, well, we thought it was supposed to be a
And
prank call.
people were getting creative with it, too.
I think it's great. I think it's great hearing an echo of the Roula and Ryan show with Eric. Hearing an echo of the Roula and Ryan show with Eric. It's like getting it twice the show. It's like getting twice the show. Does this mean you will double the jackpot amount for the secret sound? Does this mean you'll double the jackpot amount for the secret
my God.
sound?
He was really good with that.
Yeah,
It was really good.
Hey guys, not sure if you know, but there is something going wrong with your audio. Everything, not everything, but it's getting repeated a lot.
I mean, and it just kept coming in and coming in.
I don't know
and
if
coming
you
in.
know this, but
I don't know if
It's
you
one
know
of those
this.
things like you're glad they do it, but then when you get 100 of them, and then you get 1,000 of them, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I get
Yeah.
it. But
I got
it's
so
nice.
many
I'm
DMs.
glad. I appreciate the concern. We like that you care.
I wish
and
you
we
guys
appreciate
I wish you noticed like at 4 in the morning to tell us.
Yeah,
Well,
whoever's
yeah.
doing the overnight shift at their job and they turned on KRB and heard it doubling back, maybe then they should have tried calling.
One of the texts it happened later at night, so this thing was happening
Like in the middle of the night.
maybe even earlier. Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
This
saying
had
no,
started before we woke up and started listening to the station.
there's a text like saying like last night or 2 nights ago.
So yeah, we were talking about how we appreciate that you care. We care about you. We care about each other. And I want to put a little care out there. Now I don't know if this is a fishing expedition yesterday, but one of us posted a picture of themselves crying in the dark. And
Who did?
You did.
You did.
No, I
And
didn't.
it's a painting I did.
it looks like you crying in the dark.
No.
Are you okay?
That is a
It
painting.
looks like somebody took a picture of you
Oh dear God, that is not
with your
me.
hand in your
That's you.
face crying.
I
That's
swear,
you.
I swear to God, that is not me. I swear
Hold on.
to God, that is not me. That's a painting. I was
Right.
looking at artwork. I swear to God, that's not me. Here.
This is hilarious.
That's you,
That's
dude.
your
It's
hair.
not me. I
100%.
swear.
That is your silhouette. Is
Okay.
that not Ryan Chase? Ray, raise their hand if you think that's
Oh,
Ryan
I will
Chase.
do the following
Take
right
a picture,
now.
put it on your
Like
post, post it
you.
right now.
Okay, I swear to God,
You don't
on
believe in
my
God.
daughter's. Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
do.
doesn't mean
Don't
anything to
say
you.
that. That's not.
You've said
true.
it for your whole.
No, I said I didn't believe in religion, but I do. I pray every night. I swear to God, on my daughter's life,
That's a whole other
that
topic.
is not me. I swear to God, that is not me.
It even has your.
I'm going to post that, and I'm
I
going to
know.
take
It's
a
not me.
Has
I
that
swear
little
to
People
God.
think this
That
is
little
Ryan
belly
Chase's
pooch?
silhouette. This is your
Here,
silhouette, dude.
I will find it. It's on. Look, you can
his-
go to Google Images and
his
you can
hair.
find it.
Well, then when did you post it, or did somebody take a picture of you
Here it
another
is.
time
Look.
live crying on the beach and
Look,
made you a
look,
Google
look,
image?
here it is. Here it is, right there.
That looks just like
It's on
you.
Google. It's
That
not
is
me.
100% you.
But it's not me. Look, you can tell now. It's not me.
It's so crazy.
That looks just like you. Your hair.
I will send you the link. Here.
Like maybe you wanted
right.
it to kind of look like you, so people were like, "Hey,
No,
like
I
what's
just-
wrong? Are you
I-
okay?
I
Why are you
like-
crying? Who took that picture anyway?"
I know. Right?
I love abstract
I'm going to
art.
stand by the beach, and I'm going to put my hand in my
Yeah.
on my face.
I love
like I'm
abstract art. That's
sad.
all there is to it. I mean, it's like I was going to probably do something like that. I have one that I did similar to that.
Is it hard to paint yourself
blue.
or to paint people like that? That looks like a photo.
I've
Is that
done one
painting?
or two.
That 100% looks
No,
like
it's a
photo.
painting. It's a painting. It really is. It's just a good painting.
So you
fine
Googled it
brushes.
and then you copied it.
No, I was looking for images for inspiration because I'm always trying to paint something new. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I
Paint
like
me,
this.
Jack.
Paint you, Jack.
I mean, like one of your French
What is that
ladies,
from?
Jack.
Is that from
Titanic.
Okay, yeah. No, I
Even
swear to
rap
you, though.
songs.
I mean, it's like I
saw that. I'm like,
I
why is he
backed off.
taking pictures of himself?
I'm not.
Like, who set up the camera for you?
If I was,
Like,
who would
and-
take that
well,
picture?
I mean, people have
Well,
been
you
crazy.
can put a timer on it. That's how I take a lot of my
that would
pictures.
There's a
imply
chick-
that I actually know how to do that.
That's
There's
true.
a chick on Instagram. I think she's probably come across your reels at some point or TikTok. She has tons of followers because what
looks
she
like
does is she posts things like that. Like it's a woman who'll be sitting on the couch eating ice cream by herself, and the captions are like, "What people don't talk about after divorce is that you don't get all the holidays, and I'm alone on Thanksgiving." And then she'll come in. Her name is Benny's Takes, Benny, and she goes, "So you had to go to the trouble to set up the camera on yourself."
Oh my God.
Do that?
To sit on the couch
Yes.
to cry
Yes.
about not having your kid at Thanksgiving. I mean, if you were going to do that, you may as well have taken the time to call a therapist or somebody who can help you. Like, she always calls out these like ridiculous videos. And I was like, that's what she would write about that
My
one.
wife follows some
I'll
lady
take
that
it down then.
she'll see something on TikTok. The person looks beautiful, and then this she's like a 4, and she leans into it. She's like, her hair's a big mess. Like this girl's like Asian life, and she had her hair was mess. She undid her hair in the back and just was perfect, like beautiful straight. And so then it cuts to her. And she takes her hair off. Looks like Roula with that one photo.
Oh my God,
at 2
that
in the
crazy
morning.
when my hair is so
Yes,
big.
yes.
I'm gonna find this lady because I'm like, oh, Roula would love this lady. Everything, something sexy they do. Like, the
Yeah,
lady-
like-
oh, that's what it was. The guy comes behind her and zips up her dress. This girl's so beautiful, and then cuts to her. She's falls on the bed with her jeans, trying to tie it. And her husband has to come there and try and zip the zipper, laying down on her back.
The
with
one
her fat sticking out.
the one that I would do, Eric, is I've been getting bombarded with like, I don't know why, I don't know what I looked at. You know, should we talk about how I'm getting college applications plus newborn mom tips and also maid of honor speeches because I've got all these things going on in my life. But now I'm getting this one exercise that if you do it from now until like March the 30th, you're going to change your torso or whatever. And it's so obscene. And I'm thinking, this one looks good because this girl is like a size 2. You put, I'm going to do a side by side. You watch her do it. And then, oh, yeah, it looks the same when I try.
People will love that
and
stuff.
you're like
They
thrusting
do.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the same form.
Because you're
Yes.
more relatable than that person.
Yeah.
Like,
Calisthenics. I keep getting these ads for calisthenics because I looked it up one time. I had to do something in the gym when I couldn't use my hand after surgery, so I want to do calisthenics, and I cannot get it off of any of my feeds. Elon Musk is really hitting me hard with these programs. Like, look at what this bro looked like 1 month ago. 1 month ago, this could be you.
you're getting
Yeah, right.
You're getting, what's his name?
Is that going to happen?
The Facebook
Who?
dude.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah, because the Instagram Reels probably.
Meta.
Every other.
Zuckerberg owns Instagram.
I definitely get it on Twitter as well, or whatever. that
If
is.
you could recommend like one exercise right now, because the planks have helped me a lot, but what's a good, just easy exercise to tighten things up? Like,
Get Wegovy.
Yeah.
Get the shot.
yeah, what? No, I'm not talking about weight loss. I can lose weight. That's not a problem. I'm talking about actually like
You sure about that?
firming up.
The guy that dropped.
Sure about that?
Sure about that? You sure about that?
I have been seeing a lot of people walking with what looks like a Kevlar vest on.
Weighted vest.
Oh, to sweat it out?
How is this a new thing now? Why
It's
are we
just
doing this now?
everything is, I feel like, a gimmick now. I'm not saying it doesn't
Weighted
work.
vest. But why?
But
Is
it's-
this to strengthen your shoulders or something while you
No,
walk?
it's just if you think about it, if you have a weighted vest on, your upper body is having to be straight. You're
Okay.
having to have more control of making sure that you're not like toppling over or falling backwards. So you're engaging your core.
You're gonna hurt your back,
You're
is what
supposed
you're
to
gonna do.
engage your core while
Right,
you're
so-
walking, and that's supposed to.
See, I would want to go
Then
to.
that's like only for regular.
It's like 15 pounds, 20 pounds. A lot of
Okay.
guys, the
Yeah.
muscle guys at my gym have
But
those.
what if I already have an extra 20 pounds on me? Then I'm just walking around
But the
with a
thing
weighted
is,
vest.
You're ahead of the game.
Right?
Your body is used to that. Adding this
Yeah.
is something different.
Okay.
It's like there's a thing that we do, Ryan. You can always do this too. Is you take a dumbbell and you keep the dumbbell in your one hand and you're walking with it on your one hand, and you're supposed to keep your core straight and engage your core, and you walk one way, like say 10, 15 steps. You don't move your hands, just keep the
No?
weight down by your leg and
Okay.
walk straight, and then you walk 15 10 steps back the other way. And that's supposed to really engage your core. So
See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably like go to Academy or something. I don't want to buy anything online because when you buy something like that, then I'm going to be inundated forever with like health products and weights and all this stuff.
But
join
you
a
can't,
gym.
Yeah, join a gym. But you can't spot train. Like, you can't just decide, oh, I'm going to work on this spot and I'm going to make it go away.
Okay.
No, it has to be a whole body thing.
Whole body.
And you have
to be consistent. That's
you
the
need a
biggest
plan.
thing.
And once you're over 40,
you
got slow
to
down.
you got to get to that point where your body starts burning fat. So that's high heart rate situations.
Okay. Hey, I'm willing to try.
I think you should get a trampoline at your house.
No, my God, that'd be exactly right.
God.
And double jump as much as you can with somebody else.
Boom, boom.
Make sure you double jump and fly into your neighbor's
Because at my
yard.
gym, this guy has a
I'd be the
jump
first
rope.
guy to break I'd break my legs right off the
You
top.
jump ropes for 3 hours, but our gym is like, see the ceiling here? It's a little bit higher than that. Like, my gym's $30 a month. Like, it's
you're going to hit the roof.
It's in a building, be like this building having a gym.
Oh, okay.
It's like in the office when Dwight
basically,
started his own
Wait, did you say
gymnasium.
he jump ropes for 3 hours?
Yeah, this guy can't
what
be good
good
for his
comes from
knees.
doing anything for 3 hours?
And he's doing it with no. There's not enough room. Like,
Oh my
you're trying to
God.
walk around him, you're gonna get hit with it. It's like
Oh my
really
God.
rude.
I'm surprised the gym doesn't tell him, hey man, take that over to the corner.
Because there is another room where you
There's a
can
jump
go.
roping room.
Yeah.
Jump rope room. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, I cackle laughed yesterday when I went to go get my hair cut. My hair guy and the girl who works across from him said, did you see Beyonce's post today? Y'all, we cackle laughed for like 4 straight minutes. If you do not follow Beyonce, her beehive is revolting in the most hilarious way. They aren't taking it anymore, and they are letting her know.
They're not revolting, but they're revolting.
They're not revolting like disgusting.
Looking.
They are in a revolt. The beehive is in a revolt, and it is hysterical. And I'm going to read it to you because you will also have a good time today. We're doing that in Scoop next. Here's your weather for today. It's really cold. I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants.
Really cold. It's only going to get into the 40s.
I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants.
2 pairs of pants. But right now, it's only 27 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Show with Eric on KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. I want to remind our 6 o'clockers that we had announced that we're going to go on location to do our show after the show. On Thursdays, we usually post a raw feed podcast. That is our show after the show. But on March 1st, which is a Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m., we're going to do that podcast in front of a live audience at the Moody Gardens Hotel in Galveston.
It's going to be so much fun. If people are unfamiliar, new to the show, what the raw feed is, it's completely uncensored. You know, we don't go out of our way to say bad words, but sometimes on a fly, we don't have to worry about bleeping it. But we go into it really with no agenda, not knowing where the conversation is going to go. And that's the fun of the journey. Like, we can go from point A to point
And for
Z.
this one, we have a few things planned out, but I also like to let it, I want to leave time for it just to
spontaneity.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Especially with an audience. You guys can be part of the show.
And it's free, and anybody can show up to watch. It's at the Moody Gardens Hotel at 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock on the patio. If for some reason the weather's not cooperating, we'll go inside the hotel. But either way, it's going to happen on March 1st. That's a Saturday in Galveston, the Moody Gardens Hotel patio. It is the raw feed on the road. We're taking the raw feed.
It's fun to hang out, too.
On the road.
It's be our first time being able to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, just getting to
This
chit-chat
year.
with
How
everybody.
many seagulls are we going to hear in this podcast?
Oh, yeah, there'll be a lot of birds around, though.
Oh,
Well,
remember that one broadcast
we
we
took our show
did?
to Katie to La Centera, and all people could talk about was the amount of birds that were around us.
That was
We
early in
couldn't
the
tell.
morning. Maybe that's they were
Yeah.
hungry.
I don't
We
know.
did do the float, though. Remember in Galveston? And
Yeah.
that was outside, and we didn't have any issues with that.
But that wasn't a live recording broadcast, right? We were.
I thought it was.
On the float?
we recorded that.
The float, the pool bar that we went to in Galveston.
Oh! I thought you meant the float, and I was like, the float. We weren't
No, it was
live on the
float.
radio for the float.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, my.
Yeah,
there
we're
we
gonna
go.
throw this up.
No.
But you're at float.
Yes.
The float
The pool
bar.
bar. Yes,
Yeah.
there we did not have problems. You're
Every time
correct.
I was by that. I took the kids to the Pleasure Pier last weekend, and I
Saw that place.
saw that place. Oh, that was a good memory. Except when Kevin, myself, and Sam all fell in the water.
Yeah, that water probably didn't taste good. So y'all go ahead and check it out. It's krbe.com if you'd like to see more, but it's the raw feed on the road in Galveston at the Moody Gardens Hotel. Real quick, yesterday Sam announced at 10 o'clock that Tate McRae has announced a tour. She's going to be here November 1st. Her tickets go on sale on Friday at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. Did we decide?
My information says 11 a.m.
Okay, because
on
usually it's a
Friday.
10 a.m. on sale, but this is
Right.
an 11 a.m. on sale.
I don't know if they're pushing it back,
So
but
Tate McRae's coming to
we also have
Houston.
tickets on Friday and all weekend long. That's going to be like our big thing. But how funny, her tour is called Miss Possessive Tour.
What's her venue? Is it Toyota?
It is.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, speaking of tours.
Miss Possessive Tour. I was like, okay, I already love her.
We're gonna be
Remember,
best friends.
Sam runs towards the red flags and away from the green ones.
I wonder
Okay.
if she'll have some outside the Toyota Center.
Yeah, all these red flags. Okay, so speaking of tour tickets, it can get really tense when your favorite artist has announced they're going to come to your city and you have to brace yourself for the fees. Can you get the tickets from the original source or do you have to go to the secondary market? Either way, there are fees involved. And for those of you who may have missed this, the Beehive, the big army that follows Beyonce, that's her army, they were pissed about the surge pricing that Ticketmaster put on her tour.
Oh, no.
When Beyonce announced her tour, it went live on Tuesday at noon, last Tuesday. A lot of fans voiced their contempt with the ticket buying process. Not only was there long wait times in digital queues, and the prices would surge up and down. Some people said that the fees Ticketmaster charged were more than the base price of the ticket.
No way. They're gouging people that
It was
bad?
insane. They said tickets not including VIP were initially between $71 to $800 before Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing.
Dynamic.
The dynamic pricing model will raise the prices with higher demand and then lowers them with less demand to attract buyers. So the managing director of Ticketmaster said dynamic pricing reflects demand and that event organizers, not Ticketmaster, set the prices. Not them. It's the event organizers. So
Weasels.
already the Beehive was taken for a ride with the crazy and the chaos. So then a couple days ago, Beyonce puts on her Instagram that she has something else for the Beehive to buy. It is a new perfume. It is called C'est Lumière. Say with a C-E and an accent aigu.
And she's selling everything.
C'est
Whiskey
Lumière.
and cologne.
How do you say
Between
that
the
again?
whiskey, C'est Lumière.
C'est
And-
Lumière.
Lumière, like think Lumière from Beauty and the Beast.
Say less.
C'est Lumière. It's not less, it's more.
C'est Lumière.
And the comments are hilarious because people are like, Beyonce, are you okay? Do you need money? Beyonce, I'm poor. Beyonce, the golden era. Sweet like honey indeed. Eye roll. Can't afford eggs. Couldn't get concert tickets. Ain't no way I'm getting this. Just spray it in the air at the concert because we don't have the money. Ticketmaster, asked Ticketmaster for money for Say Lumiere because we don't have it. Who else ran to the comments for a good laugh? Beyonce, please, if you need more money, you'll have to get a 9 to 5 like everybody else.
Yeah, know your audience.
So many people
Well,
were
she does know they'll
so mad.
They'll buy it.
That she is asking for money for this Say Lumiere. What's the first one
My
that I
daughter's
had
got
the
Billie
screenshot?
Eilish perfume. They love.
Okay, but she's probably not charging what Beyonce is.
I don't know what it costs.
This text is all in caps. The people are stealing eggs, Beyonce. We don't have anything left to give, beloved. Where's that Jesus one? There's one that I took a screenshot of. Oh, girl, the way I had to go to the Lord in prayer behind them tickets, I am coming to the tour smelling like Tide and debt. Okay?
Tied in debt. That's funny.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Girl, I love you, but you're always asking for my money. Beyonce, please. I don't have any more plasma to give. Because
They're selling their blood to basically buy the tickets.
Oh my God. And so many people are saying, you better have that being sprayed on us during that show. You may not break our soul, but you broke our wallets. We only have blood left to give, Queen. You look amazing, but please don't sell us anything else. But couldn't get concert tickets. Ain't no way I'm getting this. I mean, so many
How does that even
comments,
work? Like when they
want to
come up with their own scent, you go to a perfume factory and
They'll
like,
bring a lot of
put a little dab of this, a little
Sometimes
dot
they
of
bring it
that.
to you. I've seen like they bring like a big suitcase, little
All the
bottles
different-
of stuff you like, and then they
Here's
start saying,
patchouli.
Oh, I can do this one, this
Here's
one.
lavender.
Extra
Combo,
ingredients.
yeah.
Here's
Okay.
leather. Spray it in the air at the concert. We do
Sandalwood.
not have the money. Aren't you a billionaire? Why are you hands out again? Blink twice, Beyonce, if you have tax troubles.
Oh. Especially the money. Even her tour, it's like when you're that rich, I'd be like, I want to make enough so like people that work around me make money.
Yeah.
As long as I make a little bit, but I don't need to
I
make
mean, how much money do you
that
need?
much over where you put people in the poorhouse to go see you.
There was something that Adele had done, and maybe
Seago
someone can
too,
text
though.
me at 37530 to remind me. Not this last tour, like when she did the residencies in Vegas. It was when she came here in 2016. It was the big tour that everybody was like freaking out for because it was the first time she toured in a while. And there was a thing she had done about trying to offset the empty seats around her because those were the seats that had gone on the third party market, and they didn't sell because they were so expensive. But she wanted people to be there to enjoy the concert. And do y'all remember that story? What did she do to make sure there were butts in the seats? Somehow she tried to control that third
Mannequins?
market.
Oh, yeah.
No, she
During
gave
COVID
them
time,
away.
they put those
she gave them
fake
away,
photos of people.
Fat heads and stuff.
Yeah, remember baseball? That was so weird.
Yeah, you could buy one for $50.
Yeah, I knew somebody who did that. That was nice. I'm fine. You got to be on TV.
Yeah. And then
Get it
the
back.
argument is, though, nobody's forcing you to buy this crap. You don't have to, you don't want to pay it. You don't have to.
Well, you don't want to pay it, but you want to go. I mean, look at how many great concert experience and memories you have. Like here on our show for Ahmad, we got him one ticket to the Renaissance tour because the one ticket cost 4 regular tickets.
That was a
But
lot.
the tickets are just
and that's still one of his
expensive.
highlight memories.
For anything, though, it's just crazy. Like, when I was a kid, I remember my girlfriend made me buy tickets to see Genesis or something. I'm like, I don't want to see this crap. And it was like $54 a ticket. That might as well have been $1,000.
Oh,
Now
at
I
that
look
age.
back, go $54. That's it.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
first concert I went to was a Kiss concert. It was $22 for a ticket. That was it.
No, my first concert was Madonna, and I had to buy scalped tickets. And they were $60 a piece, and I could touch the roof of the.
But even
Yeah.
scalp them wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I had to go stand in line at a place called Front Row Tickets.
Oh,
They were
I
not
remember
front
that
Is that the
row.
one over by across from Barry's Pizza?
No,
That
it
used to be
was
there?
Yeah.
this one was at
There was
one
Hillcroft
there.
in 59. Hillcroft 59. There was one at Chimney Rock and Westheimer also. I had bought rodeo tickets there once. You had to actually
row.
go there to get them before we had all these third markets on the internet.
This is before StubHub and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so easy
but
now.
those a lot of people are texting. They're just trying to make money for Diddy's bail.
Oh,
Oh God.
make sure he doesn't rat anybody out that
Yeah,
they
I know.
know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, coming up next, I have a question for parents who already have kids in college who got their process in there. My oldest is 14, but I have a soon-to-be college kid in my life that I have to help out, and I'm going to explain why I have to help her out and how anybody who went to Texas A&M is going to be the person who's going to help me out.
Oh.
We got a lot of Aggies up at 6.
Hey, my brother.
Do we have Aggies?
My brother Kevin was an Aggie.
Sure, there's a lot of them. Is he up? Maybe you can answer.
Hey,
Somebody's
he is.
going to give
He
me some
actually is.
information next. Maybe somebody in here helps me out too. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Into the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, and you got a whole bunch of music that didn't make sense, and everything was repeating and backtracking, and it was weird. We decided to go on the air at 7:45, even though there was a repetition problem with the broadcast signal, and we ended up even doing the rapid fire quiz and things like that, and then it kind of cleared up by I think 8:30. We'd gone back to what
Well, the stream always
it
works.
sounds normal.
That's
The
why
stream was solid the whole time.
We have a lot of listeners that listen to us on the stream.
So what happened? We had the Rainbow Circle of Death.
Oh, it's coming again.
Crazy music.
Sam was playing all kinds of random instrumentals because if she played anything with lyrics, it would have been sounding worse because the lyrics would jumble together. So, I mean, where's that? Put that investigative reporting one.
You like that one?
That
Oh, yeah.
She went from that Benny Hill music we just played,
Yes.
the clown music,
Because
to the investigative.
we do
music.
True Crime Tuesday,
Yeah,
and
that
we
is
use
smart.
this bed
I thought
for,
I was thinking.
telling a spooky
called a
story or strange story.
How I met a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know what page that one's on.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
investigative.
it.
There.
There it is.
We had that on for maybe 5 minutes straight.
So in the end, I think somebody just didn't
PTSD.
plug in something right.
Yeah.
We're not sure where,
Something
but
was
something got
unplugged.
fixed. Some wire got crossed. Something happened.
Nobody
It
told
was a
us.
tech fail.
That's the worst when you don't know. I never got an answer from anybody.
No,
True
still.
crime.
I'm just glad it worked.
This
What
one was
did
fun
happen
too.
behind the scenes?
Oh, they.
And then I'm done. And then
Masterpiece
I'm done,
Theater?
I promise.
This is my
Bridgerton?
Renaissance. When I do
Yes.
Renaissance Festival, when I
Commercials.
talk about them, yeah.
So all this played all together yesterday until we could
It was a hot
just
mess.
get through it. But the stream was solid from the beginning of the whole show. So we decided to go live on the radio and
Weird
just
morning.
deal with it. That's what happened there. Okay, so here's where I need help from Aggie parents or ex-students or whatever. It's been a minute since I was in college. It's been a minute. And as y'all know, I'm a mom of 3 kids. My oldest just turned 14. We are not there yet with college. However, I have a niece who is my 4th child by default. I've even had her on the show with us before. Her name is Evie. Sweet Evie's mama passed away when she was 8 years old. And ever since then, the mom village has helped my brother raise her, right? My sisters, her mother's mother, my mom. She has a really solid, her aunts, she has a really solid wall of mama stand-ins, but there's nobody like your mom. No. And then in October, my brother unfortunately got in a horrific car accident where he is still recovering.
I saw him last week finally. Or
Oh, my
last
God.
Tuesday for the first time.
How's he
And I
doing?
think he had just started walking.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because he was hit by a red light runner at Clay and Eldridge, and it's horrible. So Sweet Evie is a junior in high school. Last time we had her on the show, we were talking about your junior year and the things you got to get ready. Well, she needs to start doing tours. So she asked me if I would take her to Texas A&M to tour the school.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, okay, well, how does that work? Like, I haven't done this in a long time. And so she sent an email. And there's a schedule, but I'm just curious to know from our listeners, because why not go straight to them? Everybody knows everything.
A lot of them have been there and done the tours, even if they didn't go.
Maybe you know somebody who's in charge of the tours. I don't know. 37530 is our text number. Give me some information. I'm asking you to text me because then I can take pictures of it, maybe call you back. I don't know when the best time to do this is. I feel like maybe a Wednesday is good, but isn't A&M like 2 hours away?
Have you?
Oh, no,
called-
it's not that far.
No, it's not that far.
An
Have
hour
you
and
called
20?
Texas A&M? Like,
No, that's right. I'm doing it right now, so I know where the right steps are. I don't know, like, should I like finish the show and then, because she said she can get a school excuse if it's for a school tour. So I
You
think
get so many days off a year for
right.
Yeah.
So I thought if I
that's
finish
cool.
the show like on a Wednesday, because I feel like those are like our earlier days, and I go pick her up from school and we drive straight to Texas
Yes.
A&M, is that something I can just? I guess I just
probably
need to know
like
the
a 2
process and how
o'clock
long I need.
I think you can do that easily in one afternoon because those tours are usually not longer than an hour, and sometimes they do it with a big group of people so that they can knock out a whole bunch of them at once.
Like on the weekends
So-
is when normal. Not saying you're not normal. Weekends is when you normally go.
Right, but
Saturday
we can't
and
do a
Sundays.
weekend because of sports and all this
Here's
crazy
what I
stuff.
found,
That's why I
Rolla.
think a Wednesday would probably be good.
Yeah,
Well,
if they offer it.
They do tours Monday through Friday from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Now, each option includes a brief presentation and a guided walking tour lasting between 1 to 1.5 hours.
And then, so if I'm going to pick her up from school, by the time we get on the road, let's say we grab something to eat just fast for the road, we get there like realistically by what? 1:30 or 2 o'clock, let's say? If we left here
Yeah,
like
and
11.
They close at 2, you said, Ryan, right?
11, 12, 30. You'd be there before 1 o'clock.
Okay.
They
And then
actually
the
have a
tour
phone
is
number.
however long, and then we got to get back. So it's doable to do this. And it's good to do this?
Yeah,
like we
it's
should
great to do
definitely.
it.
Absolutely.
Like we definitely need to go do
I
this,
would
right?
never go to a college I never
Sight unseen.
saw.
No, it completely changed my vision of what I wanted to do when I started looking at schools. I had seen the pictures online, and I was like, "Oh my God, this place looks magical." No, it was sad and depressing.
Because they post only good
Yeah,
photos.
two of them
Yeah,
were
yeah,
sad and
yeah, yeah.
depressing.
Yeah.
Thank God my mom forced me to come down to Texas A&M Maritime. I didn't go to the main campus where you were going to go.
Yeah.
I went to A&M Maritime. Thank God. I mean, you saw some pictures which didn't make it look that great at the time, but girl, when I got down there, there was palm trees and
Plus the weather was nice,
buildings
too,
were
right?
clean. The weather was beautiful. It was in February for what, we had a beautiful day in February, which is not uncommon in Galveston. And so going to these different schools is so important, and make those trips out of town on the weekend. Take her, on a little weekend trip to Austin
I think,
or
Kevin,
San
you're spot
Antonio.
on.
Because I remember when I was in college, when I was in high school, my parents, this is like the one most parental thing both my parents did with me. We drove to Waco to see Baylor, and then we drove to Dallas to see SMU. Just because those were two Texas schools. I
My
didn't
dad just
think I'd
said-
get into UT.
There's the farmland, son. That's about all you're
There's your
worth.
college.
That's all you can do.
Because she wants to go into
That's
nursing.
your GPA. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Evie wants to go into nursing, and somebody texted, depending on what she wants to go into, depends on the time of the tour. So if she wants to go into nursing, I guess I got to tell the people when we contact them, is there a specific
looking
day
at?
for the nursing tour? She wants to be a nurse.
Well, it's
great.
It's fairly simple. I can give you the information right here, the number to call. I remember when my daughter, that last year, you're right, you have to do all these tours. We toured 14 colleges around the United States.
Lord.
Well, she was accepted by like 25 schools. And, when it being out of state.
You're also rich.
Yeah.
No.
I live in
I'm not going to apply to 25 schools
I'm
because
like,
that's a lot of application fee.
I'm going to go to 2 schools. I'm going to go.
It's so expensive.
I applied to 3
This
schools
was
because the application fee was expensive.
scholarship stuff.
I know, but you go to
even
14
scholarship
We
schools.
would look at schools
Right,
and
You
that's-
still got to
offered
fly there. You got to drive there.
Wild.
Yeah. Well, we broke it up. My ex-wife did half of it, and I did the other half because it is very time-consuming. And we would look at schools where she ultimately did get almost a complete free ride, because she was like perfect GPA, all that stuff. And it's exhausting.
This is why I asked this question on the air, because I know somebody who went to A&M is going to give me information that we don't know in this room. Aggie One Stop just answered my question.
See, people know.
Somebody said, go to Aggie One Stop. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. See, would have never known that if I didn't ask this question.
My daughter.
That's why I go to
next
you
year,
guys.
I got to do the
Thanks,
tours
guys.
next year, and she doesn't. She's like, I just don't want to be in Texas, Dad. I'm like, oh, what?
And you're like,
Yeah,
really?
none of us
Do
wanna
you
be
want us to go
home.
broke?